Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'll try and make this a quick update because I've just done one recently. So my updates are a little bit like buses. You wait and wait and wait and they never come, and then suddenly 2 or 3 come along at once. It's just the nature of how I do these things, I guess. I'm many things, but a filmmaker is not one of them. Anyway, so yeah, the last video I showed you the OO gauge and how that goes. So yesterday and the day before, I spent a little bit of time just laying out the Kato N Scale track, and there's nothing really revolutionary, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of it, but it's very straightforward. It's just a glorified loop, really, which is fine. I'm not that bothered. So the only thing I haven't done is this is going to be a yard of some sort. I don't know what. So I'm experimenting a little bit of leftover flex track I had. By the way, you probably don't remember it. These are all painted brown because on a previous layout, I pre-painted some of my tracks and then cleaned off the rails carefully so that the trains still ran, they get electrical conductivity. So all of this Kato track, there's nothing new here. All of this Kato track is the stuff I've had for years. So anyway, it's pretty straightforward. I think, you know, one of the things about N Scale is you want some scenery blocks. You know, you don't want to see the whole train all the time. So, you know, I'll probably build a scenery block into this, you know, on top of this section here, so it all kind of blends in, you know, fill in all the foam joins and all that kind of stuff. This is the only place I'm using flex track. And again, that's left over from my last layout, which I never really completed because I kept changing it to this one. Figured out the amount of track I need for this bridge. Like I say, that's just going to stay pretty much how it is. It'll just get painted and weathered and all that kind of stuff. And I'll reinforce it underneath a little bit because it's a little bit saggy there. Yeah, that's it really. I'll put some really big sidings in it because I want to get to a stage where all of my Kato streamliners are kind of set up all the time, so I can just switch it on and run trains, basically. I suppose this section looks kind of different. Got 4 tracks into 3, and then back into 4 again, I guess. That'll be the station. Talking to scenery blockers, I think the idea is I'll probably have some kind of station along here and buildings, but they'll have to be low relief because, as you can see, I don't have a huge amount of space between all the tracks there. And I don't want the OO gauge train to be viewed all the time. So if I can manage it, I'm just going to stick some, you know, low relief buildings here, and it'll actually block the track at the back. You won't actually see the OO gauge Hornby stuff running around too much, you know. For me, it's a little bit about seeing some of the trains some of the time, you know. Otherwise, it's just a big baseboard, isn't it? It's kind of boring. So, and of course, where I've cut the foam, you know, I'll probably have to have it sort of retaining walls, and then, you know, grass and trees and scenery, and, you know, different, again, more scenery blockers for the OO gauge stuff. So that's it really. Can't think what else there is to show you. It's got, I tell you what is going to be fun, because of the height difference that I needed. I'm just mounting the track on the hardwood, even though I've painted it. So that means all these turnouts, I'm gonna have to drill holes underneath and run the cables, but I'm gonna have to do a really tiny job because, you know, there's not a lot of room for error. So I'll try and keep the cables as tight as I can so they don't hang down, and, you know, it doesn't look very nice. You don't want to see them hanging down above the G scale stuff. So that's my trestle bridge, which I built during the lockdown. And in my madness of clearing up yesterday, I dropped it, crushed it. But I don't think I was ever going to use it on this layout. This was designed for something else. So, but I can repair it. It's no big deal. I've got all the pieces for it. So I can't see how I'm going to incorporate it into the existing N scale layout. So that's it. Sorry for the rubbish, shaky camera work. I've had somebody complain that my videos are a bit shaky, and that's because I don't have a tripod. And I'm not investing in one because, like I say, I'm not a filmmaker. I'm just doing this to share with you guys. All right, that's it. I've started scoping out eBay and a few retailers in the United States because that's where I'm flying to, and I'll be there for a couple of months. So I've got a USA shipping address. So there's some stuff available out there which it's either very difficult or very expensive to get in Europe. So That's the idea. I'll try and force myself not to buy any more superfluous things. I really need buildings. I need to start getting some buildings going, because that's, and scenery as well, scenery products. Although down here in Spain, there's a lot of wargaming goes on, so it's not my thing, but it's a great place to get all your scenery needs, by and large. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. And now you'll hear from me again in 2 to 4 months' time.